Hi guys, Steve Girardi here. Welcome to Steve Strings. Today I have another build to show you. This is an instrument that I made as part of the Fall 21 Great Cigar Box Guitar Builders Swap Off. Let's take a look at it. I should start by saying that this instrument was built specifically for Burton Philbrick, who's a cigar box guitar builder up in Maine, and he built a guitar for me some time ago, and I'll put the link for that up here. You can take a look at that. But this instrument is built for Burton, and he is interested in black metal. So I tried to make something that he might find appealing. Let's go ahead and start with the headstock. Of course, this headstock is black. I dyed it with black shoe dye, and then hit it with some black stain, and then hit it with some clear enamel. But I wanted to have a headstock that looked kind of ominous or threatening. And when I look at this, I vision sort of the beak of like a raptor, like an eagle or something. So that's what I was looking for there. Okay. The nut on this, you can see, is actually this black bolt. The fretboard on this is poplar that was sort of a dark color that I then dark stained with like an ebony oil finish. You can see here that these position markers are just white dots both on the face and on the side, and for those I used swizzle sticks, and I'll put a picture for that here so you can see what I used to make that. The neck on this instrument is oak, and again, what I did here, like I said, I stained both the headstock and the heel with black dye, and then I went and I stained the whole thing with a black or an ebony oil finish, and then I wiped it back off there at the neck to give that sort of two-tone sort of a neck going on. Let's look at some of the details on the body of this instrument. For starters here, you can see that it does have strap buttons here and here. And for a sound hole, I have a battle axe. You can see I have this metal head image that is decoupaged onto the soundboard. And I do have this sort of a skull and crossbones knob for the volume to kind of go with that. The bridge on this is just made from a 3/4 inch piece thick piece of oak that I sort of shaped, and I put a jumbo fret on to serve as a saddle. And I should say that this is, or was, the bottom of the box, but it was made of a laminate, so I thought that would sound better than the top, which was made of MDF. So what had been the top of the box, you can see that I have decoupaged on this sort of black metal sort of image. I'm not quite sure if that goes to a particular band or not, but I got that when I was searching for some black metal images. You can see here I just have the lid screws down with some black screws, and I have this instrument that is screwed to the lid here, or to the bottom rather, with a screw there and there. You can see that for the tailpiece I just have this hinge, and you can see here that this is my 23rd build. You can see I have a jack here, and that's because I have a piezo that is hot glued underneath of the bridge. A couple other features of this instrument that may not be hard to see is that here you can see that there was a gap here between what would have been the lid and the side, and I was afraid I would get some vibration for that, so I put a little piece of wood here that would basically keep that spread open. So this is essentially a long, narrow sound hole in addition to that battle axe that I have. The other thing is, and you might or might not be able to see this, is you see the edges of the box here are just kind of squared off, but I wanted to be more comfortable. So you may be able to see that I basically carved in a little sort of comfort bevel there, here where the arm will rest, and also down here on the bottom, so that if it's sitting on your thigh, it's not quite as sharp. And I found that that is quite a bit more comfortable than that sharp squared point that was there before I beveled it. So you heard this a bit during the intro. I'll play it again and again. This is a fretless slide guitar, which I'm not that skilled at, so I apologize for that. But I'll try and give you another sound sample here for you. Here we go. apologize for that. In case you're interested in what I use for strings here, I just use some strings here from a Ernie Ball Slinky set. And again, I use the 36 for the G, 26 for the D, and then a 17 for the high G. So again, this is tune G, D, G. This is my 23rd build for a Cigar box guitar. I hope you found it interesting. If you did, please give a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of the videos of the instruments that I build, as well as review videos and other types of videos, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.